about metaphysics, to uncover the veil of existence and reality. What is the essence of existence? How do we determine what is real? These problems may seem esoteric, but they are closely related to our daily life. From the origin of the universe to the origin of self-awareness, humans have been asking these fundamental questions. And the branch of philosophy that answers these questions is metaphysics. Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy for the study of existence, nature, and reality, which explores the most basic structure and nature of the world. Whether it is about the origin and structure of the universe, or about the debate over free will and determinism, metaphysics is always closely related to our lives. For example, ontology explores the nature of being, causality and cosmology on why and how things exist. In the video, we will explore the fundamental questions of metaphysics. We will understand how it shapes our worldview, and then discover its relevance in modern life. From the ultimate problem of existence and reality to the philosophical reflection in everyday life, metaphysics will stimulate your curiosity and guide you to re-examine your relationship with the world. Metaphysics is a field of philosophy that explores the deepest questions of existence, the relationship between matter and mind, causality, and time and space. The first is ontology. The central question of ontology is, what is the nature of existence? What really exists and what isn't? This is a question that tries to figure out whether the world we see is real or just in our imagination. Materialism holds that matter is the only entity, and that mind and consciousness are only derivatives of matter. Idealism, on the other hand, holds the opposite view, believing that the spirit is fundamental and the material world is only the embodiment of the spirit. This question challenges how we understand the concept of reality and how to distinguish between what is objective and what is illusory. Then there is the relationship between matter and spirit. This is the classic mind-matter problem in philosophy. Do matter and spirit exist independently, or are they somehow connected? Dualism holds that mind and matter are two different entities, independent of each other and influencing each other. Descartes' dualism of mind and matter is the representative of this view. Monism, on the other hand, holds that there is only one essence in the world, either material or spiritual. This question is not only the domain of philosophical discussion, but also involves modern disciplines such as psychology and neuroscience, which are particularly important for understanding human consciousness and thinking. Causation is another key question in metaphysics. What causes things to happen? How is the order of the universe and causality to be understood? Causality involves understanding the world order, inquiring whether events always have a cause, and whether causal chains are the fundamental laws of how the world works. Aristotle developed the concept of a first mover, arguing that there must be an initial cause in the universe that is unaffected by other factors. This discussion of causality has received new interpretation. Metaphysics is often referred to as first philosophy because it delves deeply into the fundamental concepts upon which other philosophical areas depend. For example, in social or political philosophy, if you want to ask, do people have rights? You first need to define what a person is. What makes a person, rather than just a very advanced animal or machine? In ethics, if you're trying to decide what is good, metaphysics may ask, what is good? And is it outside of human perspective, being and nothingness? This is the classic question. Why is there something instead of nothing? It's all about getting our heads around what it means for something to exist, and if nothing, as in absolutely nothing at all, can even be a thing. Think of it as the starting point for everything. If we're clueless about what it means for something to be, how can we make sense of the world we live in? Time and eternity, we're living in time, past, present, and future. But then, metaphysics comes along and goes, what's time, anyway? Is it something real, like a river that's always flowing, or just the way we think and keep our thoughts in order? And what about eternity? Is it just a whole lot of time that never ends, or is it something that's totally outside of time? It's like trying to picture a kind of forever that doesn't need a clock to keep track of it. Freedom and determination. Can we make free choices? Or are all the things we do determined by previous events, biology, or fate? For example, when you decide to eat pizza instead of a salad, is this a free choice that you make? Or are your desires, habits, and environment guiding you without you realizing it? Mind and body, this is all about how our mental experiences, thoughts, feelings, consciousness, are related to our physical bodies. Are they two completely separate things, or do they somehow intertwine in a way that we can't fully understand? Imagine trying to explain how your non-physical thoughts can make your physical body move. Thinghood and personhood, what makes things what they are, and what makes a person a person. For example, if we create a super intelligent artificial intelligence, would it be a person, or just a very fancy thing? Metaphysics helps us figure out where to draw the line. Space and time, what is space? Is it merely an empty container in which things happen, or does it have its own structure, as Einstein's theory of relativity suggests? And what about time? Does it flow like a river, or can we pass through it in different directions, like a road? Metaphysics delves into these questions at their most fundamental level. Supreme being S and nature, is there a higher power or ultimate reality behind the universe? If so, what is its relationship to nature and us? Metaphysics is not just about asking whether there is a God, but also exploring what that concept might mean: eternity, omnipotence, or something entirely different. What's really out there? What's the deal with reality? Picture this, you're strolling through the woods. You've got trees in your view, birds chirping in your ears, and the solid ground under your feet. That's what we think of as reality, right? But then, you might start to wonder, what's actually going on behind the scenes? Is it just the stuff we can see and touch, or is there more to it, like some kind of energy, or consciousness, or even a big plan for the universe? It's like when you peel an onion and look for the center, but maybe there isn't one, and it's just layers and layers of reality. Some thinkers say it's all about physical stuff, that's materialism, while others think it includes things we can't see, like thoughts, ideas, or even spiritual stuff, that's idealism. Plato's cave story, the guy stuck in the cave only got to see shadows on the wall and thought those shadows were the real deal. But once they got out and saw the real world, they realized the difference between what they thought was real and the actual truth. Theology, philosophical consideration of the divine, the scope of theology. Theology is concerned with the nature of God or divinity and its relationship to man. Modern theology attempts to reconcile conflicts between traditional religion and scientific knowledge, such as the debate between evolution and creationism. At the same time, secular theology and pantheism also provide a new perspective for theological research. The relationship and intersection of the three metaphysics is the overall framework of philosophy, of which ontology and theology are branches or continuations. Ontology solves the universal existence problem, provides a classification system for metaphysics, and provides a tool for theology to understand the nature of the divine. Theology attempts to use metaphysical and ontological approaches to answer questions about God and ultimate meaning. As for the application of metaphysics in modern times, with the rapid progress of artificial intelligence, people are increasingly discussing the self-awareness of machines. Metaphysics helps us think about the nature of consciousness and whether AI systems might be self-aware. In real life, for example, voice assistants in smart speakers can interact with users, but they do not have self-awareness. The case has also sparked debate about whether machines can be considered conscious beings. We can also find that the influence of metaphysics in modern society, science and technology has become more significant, and it also prompts us to re-examine basic questions about existence, reality, and identity. As for the practical significance of metaphysics for us, metaphysics can help us deal with uncertainty. Modern society is full of uncertainty, from career choices and technological developments to global issues. Metaphysics allows us to understand that the unknown is not a fear, but an opportunity to explore. It teaches us to accept uncertainty and find stability in ourselves. For example, when we make choices, we often feel confused. Metaphysical thinking teaches us that the meaning of life is not static, but deepening with our exploration of the unknown. This video deeply explores the core concept of metaphysics, a branch of philosophy. Metaphysics focuses on the essence of reality and the basis of existence. It tries to answer what is real. And how do we understand existence and other problems? Through cases and metaphors, the video inspires us to think about the practical significance of metaphysical problems in daily life, such as the conflict of free will, cause and effect and chance. Finally, the video encourages us to maintain curiosity and inquiry about the essence of the world in our daily life.